All right, so which slip joint pliers should you get? Honestly, these were like the cheap ones from the auto store way back in the day. They're okay. They'll serve their purpose kind of if you're ready to round off some bolts and be frustrated. These aren't auto-locking in any way. They're two-way adjustable. All right, those are out of the picture. These actually have a soft jaw on them. You can get them without the soft jaw. This is from a company called IPS. This is made in Japan. And these I am gripping onto metal pieces or plastic pieces that I don't want to mar or muck up, you know what I mean? So that's why I got the soft jaw specifically. But these are a little nicer build than the last ones I showed you than these. These, you can really tell they're just cheap. A company called IPS out of Japan, they make a really decent tool at a super affordable price. I'd highly suggest take a look at it. And you can see like the hardware they use is a bit more stout than the hardware on the cheap one that I keep ragging on. They just have a little less play in them and they feel a little nicer in the hand. But these are by far my favorite slip joints. Now they don't call them, Knipex doesn't call them slip joints, they call them their twin grip, and these are made in Germany. Here's your part number 8201200, and these have been one of my go-to pliers. They are on my workbench all day long. I love using these things for just total random stuff. I go at a lot of things with these all day long. They are adjustable and they lock in place. See, that's super nice because if I've got one of these, I'll show you in just a second. So let's say I'm working on something this size basically all day long. It's very helpful to have it stay that size in the toolbox, or when I'm throwing it down and coming back at it, it's great to have that. You do that with one of these, and even if I just like put it in my hand, it kind of wiggles back to the other size already. So if I'm like, no, I want that one, but it's wiggling around the toolbox or just in my hand, it goes back already. And that can happen a lot, especially if you're working on something vertically. They just kind of have a tendency to want to follow that direction and open themselves. So if you're looking for slip joints, I honestly suggest you look into this Knipex TwinGrip. Now, they aren't a traditional slip joint like I was showing you. They can lock into place, which makes them super helpful. They have this little spring-loaded pin back there, which is how they lock, okay? You just push that button and it activates that little spring back there. It's kind of like on a lever and a puck situation. Not really a coiled spring, but it is a spring lever action. So these are absolutely amazing. One more reason why is because look at the length difference. This is the only size they sell these in. I know you can buy these in multiple sizes, but I find this one to be absolutely more helpful than a small one because they are longer and can get in there. And look at where they're thin. They're thin right there, usually where you're starting to hit objects, you know, if there's something in the way. If I'm working a bolt here and there's something in the way, this gives me a little more space than if this, because you can see, you know, if I'm on the bolt head, if the bolt heads are up here, okay, picture this, two bolt heads here. If it's up there and I'm on it with this one, okay, and the object is there, I'm smashing into it with the handle or the head. Where this, they give you this nice space there. Let's measure it out. Let's measure that out. Let's call it 2.5 inches of, about 2 inches of nice, thin twin grip action. So, highly recommend these. I'll put the link down in the description if you're looking to grab one off Amazon. They seem to have really good pricings on them. So, that's the one I highly recommend you have in your toolbox.